Americans are in debt for more than $12 trillion. So it's fair to say every little bit of cash helps.
That's why our consumer investigator, Danielle Serino, decided to spread the wealth with some strangers.
Rita, hit it. Today was Matthew Fradiani's lucky day. We found him money on the website missingmoney.com while looking for his brother Vince, who produces our weekend newscasts. Matthew was owed 2 checks, one for $13 from an internet company and...
Did you ever work at Speedway?
I did indeed.
Well, you know what? They owe you $39.83.
Phenomenal.
And it comes a day before his London vacation. Missing Money is a national database which lists unclaimed assets that have been turned over to the state. Just type in a name and you'll see if you're owed money and how to get it for free. So I looked for money for some of my Facebook friends, most of whom I'd never met, to thank them for all their support.
I got a surprise for you.
Tony Hadala and I started Facebooking when he asked me to cover a weight loss supplement he developed. Instead, we caused him to gain $15 from Sprint.
Bring it on out, Anna.
But Sprint wanted to be part of the party, bringing in a much bigger prize.
We're all about giving customers more for their money, so we added a 0 onto the end of that 15, and we would like to present you with $150 today.
And they offered him a smartphone with 3 months of service if he signed with them. I met Ken Kalish when he volunteered for a story I did on Aldi's.
Do you know why you're here today?
Nationally known magician Rick Smith Jr. had some money up his sleeve.
How much is that?
5.
It's not 5. Give it one more guess. That's actually $400.
No kidding.
Well, that was just an illusion. We only found Ken $26 from State Farm Insurance, but
Anytime you get any free money, it's worth it.
Patty Candela of Patty C and the Guys played Let's Have a Party for Bob Eden.
Prize Patrol.
When we delivered him a $35 check, although it turns out it was actually for his son who had lived there. And then there was Isaac Abadi,
So nice to finally meet you.
who cashed in with more than $356.
You don't sound very excited about it.
I'm excited. Here, I'll do a cartwheel.
Isaac is used to winning money, entering more than 100,000 contests.
So I won a trip to Vegas, New York.
Well, this was no world-class vacation, but since Isaac's obsessed with Taco Bell, we took him across the border to celebrate.
Found money.
I even found cash for some colleagues.
We interrupt our programming now for some breaking news. We're getting reports of wads of cash mysteriously showing up all over Northeast Ohio.
It's like money palooza out here. Checks flying everywhere. Look at all this. And the latest person to cash in, WKYC's own Hillary Goldston.
She was owed at least $100 from her first TV job in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
That's amazing. But we weren't making any money anyway.
Now, since Mama didn't raise no dummy, I saved the scene stealer for the right-hand woman of WKYC's big boss, bringing in dancers from Cleveland's Campus International School. Suzanne Maris was owed $20 from You Promise, the college savings plan.
Both my kids are graduated from college now, so now it's my money.
Yay!
So I found you some cash. Could you talk to the boss and get me a little cash?
Yeah, I'll work on that.
Free money is something we can all dance to. Now, there are sites that charge you for this info. Forget about it. MissingMoney.com gets you the same info for free. And while the money we found for people was small, a producer here found more than $1,000. I put a link to the site and information on our entertainment on WKYC.com. Good luck. We contacted City Council, we contacted the Office of the Mayor, we contacted the Greater Cleveland Partnership and the Ohio Development Services Agency, which said it submitted something on behalf of the state. But we got nothing, and I don't like to take no comment as an answer.
Turn that off.
Well, we need to talk. I mean, you asked me before to call you ahead of time. I did. You didn't want to give me any answer on the phone. So now I'm showing up because we deserve answers. The taxpayers deserve answers. Well, about what kind of tax incentives were given. We now are out the potential of 50,000 jobs. Why? Why won't you say anything?
Well, not yet. We did send out a press release.
Okay, which said nothing. You know that.
It was a statement from the mayor.
Right.
Okay. And so we're still reviewing all of the records to see whether or not they're releasable.
Why are they not? Why are they not releasable? It should be transparent. We pay taxes.
We're reviewing the records to see if they're releasable. I'm not a lawyer, so I can't tell you whether they are or not. But they're looking at them right now.
Several cities have released information on what they were offering.
Okay. Well, that's
But
them.
we can't
That is
release anything.
Yeah.
Still.
No, I didn't say that. What I said is they're being reviewed.
Do we have a deadline of when we're going to get this?
No.
I mean, we just lost out on a lot of jobs.
And if they're releasable, they will be released.
You know, that begs the question that the city has something to hide. You said that there were so many groups that looked at this proposal and are against it, that it's not going to work. Well, the analysis that was put out of the statute was funded by the pharmaceutical research and manufacturers. You say it's independent and objective. How could this possibly be objective if pharma represents the pharmaceutical industries whose profits would be negatively impacted by this initiative? How could it be objective?
Well, first of all, it is not clear, as you just mentioned yourself a moment ago, it's not clear that the profits would be negatively affected. But leave that aside.
Okay.
The two authors of this, and now we have a third person. These are three former Medicaid directors who are nationally respected in their fields. They've worked for both Democratic and Republican governors. And to the extent that, and I'm not saying that you are, but the other side is always trying to denigrate them as hired mercenaries.
But they
I
are
think
hired.
they deserve better than. Well, I think they
were
deserve.
paid.
Well, but if you're suggesting that their analysis is flawed as a result of that, or somehow biased as a result of that, I would simply say, then where's the other guy's analysis? Where is the analysis saying that this is a good public policy idea?
We continue tonight. Despite all the hype surrounding new iPhones, they aren't the only game in town. How about that? There are some new Android phones that are bigger and sturdier and definitely give Apple a run for its money. And with all of that, here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Danielle Serino. Trying to build it up.
I feel like I should start doing a kick line.
If you'd like to, here's one for the money.
All right. I know you're not a smartphone guy.
I am
You're not that into it. But AT&T sent me these really two cool models to send out and to check out: the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 and the Samsung S8 Active.
Okay.
Now, I'm not the best tester because I'm pretty tech inept, but and that should be good, in fact, because if I can figure this out, you can definitely figure it out. Swipe, 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 swipe. I really shouldn't be testing phones, obviously. So we're here on the lovely Channel 3 veranda overlooking beautiful Lake Erie, and I'm here to check out two new phones for you today.
The Samsung Galaxy S8 Active and the Galaxy Note 8. The neatest feature on the Note 8 is that you can write notes using a stylus, which took a while for me to grasp.
There's a little button here, which apparently I haven't figured out how to use. Oh, with the stylus. You have to use the stylus.
And you don't have to unlock the phone to write a note, just pull out the pen. The S8 Active is appropriately named for active people, because you'd have to drop it off a tall building to get it to break or crack.
A little scuff there, but that's it. Screen's working, everything's good.
Both phones have a feature called Bixby, Samsung's answer to Siri, and one which seems to have better voice recognition.
Do I have to hit the button on the side to talk to Google? Oh, okay. Let's see how OK Google works. OK Google, where is WKYC in Cleveland? Oh, see, now that worked.
Bixby is also an upgrade on OK Google because it will operate the phone's features.
Bixby, open up my contacts. Oh, see? All right, here are your contacts.
And every time you use Bixby, you can get rewards points to redeem for gifts. But you have to acknowledge you used it by hitting Great right away.
As it goes away, see? Now I'm not going to get points.
The battery life for the Active is 10 hours and 57 minutes. Only 7 hours and 50 minutes for the Note. The Active, though, takes longer to charge at 120 minutes versus 102 for the Note. But let's face it.
Right now I'm taking a picture of me. Shouldn't I take a picture of you? Smile. Where? Okay.
The camera is what catches most people's eyes.
Oh, this is pretty. There's my beautiful intern again. Hello.
Since the quality's different when taking a straight photo versus a selfie, we took them both ways. Here's the straight-on shots with each camera. Here are the selfies. And just for continuity of the angle and lighting, we took these to let you decide. But the irony of our tests, the whole story was shot with an iPhone.
Oh, this is not good.
Obviously, there are more features than we showed here, but I tried to pick out the important ones, and I put the full specs of the phone and reviews on my Facebook page. And while I don't want to sound like a shill for AT&T, they do have some good deals right now, and you know I'm always trying to save you money and find them, so I'll post those links as well.